We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man is Uzomah. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
47-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
The tackle by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete.
From 17 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Jackson.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wentz now on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Bengals 7, Eagles 0.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Miles Sanders.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wentz on the give to Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
74. 55 mark, 55. Check tight.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Once again with Sanders. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Jackson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man, Boyd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Number 83, Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Eagles nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking deep for Jennings. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
That's caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
50-yard line.
Check 50. Check 55. You're trying.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 30. Slam.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, check right. Watching it go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the slam. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Kill.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Watch twist.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott now to add the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this one will not be hit. Handled, it's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy. Till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all got them buckets.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. To throw again. Jackson. Slant pass to Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Bengal first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down,
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
At the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The open man is Smith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Bengals.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Cincinnati. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
On the fake extra point.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Was covered by Trey.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check right, check. 5-2, come here. Carmen. Check, 55, come on. Check. Hey, empty. Empty. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Sanders fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Logan Wilson.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the 27-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
Complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
To Gary Jennings. Touchdown.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.